Okay, thank you very much, Inez. Rosanna, do you remember the miracle on the Hudson?
Oh, yeah, Sully.
He landed that plane right on the Hudson River, lost all power. This weekend, we had something a little bit similar. They're calling it the miracle on the Deegan, the major Deegan Expressway in the Bronx. An aircraft had to make an emergency landing on the Deegan.
And
now,
the Deegan is such a busy highway, expressway, right?
It is busy, and it was active at that time. Let's go to the videotape in the aftermath of what happened. A small plane took off out of Danbury. A pilot, 2 passengers, somehow lost power, some sort of malfunction probably, and the plane was forced to find a landing spot. Could not make it to LaGuardia, so instead chose the roadway. Now, thankfully, and perhaps miraculously, again, the miracle on the Deegan, there was a Department of Transportation road crew nearby. They spotted this aircraft approaching the road. They knew what was happening. It looks like this guy's going to land. What did they do? They blocked traffic. They prevented cars from hitting the plane.
And the plane from hitting cars. I mean, basically, he had a runway. You know, let's talk to the heroes who actually jumped into action on Saturday. Supervisor Miguel Lopez.
Miguel.
Good morning.
Hey, we got Miguel. We've got Diego. Raise your hand. We've got Roger. Hello. We've got Randall back there. We've got Alberto, and we've got Roy. Welcome, guys, and great job.
All right, Diego, you were the first one who noticed something was a little crazy going on with this plane. What did you see?
Well, I see something nose. I look at the heaven. I tell him, look at the airplane. He falling down. He said, "Where?" I said, "Look." So he drive by the left side, but they got the airplane boarded by the tree and go another way. So he tried moving the right way, but the traffic. So he blocked the traffic. Right.
So Miguel, Diego comes over to you and says, basically, look at this plane. It looks like it's going to make an emergency landing, right?
Yeah, when I first saw it, I thought it was a big bird. I couldn't see it because all you saw was the white part of the underbelly. So we come across this, and at first I'm stunned, and then I realized I had to do something about it. So I took off with my truck.
Were you in the car, your truck at that time?
Yeah, we was en route to repair a hole on the major Deegan Expressway, and we have 2 vehicles with lights and attenuators slowing down the traffic, so that way when we approach the hole that we got to work in, we could stop and the traffic is not running us down. So most of the traffic was already slowing down. At this point, we have one lane open for the cars to go through. So when he told me about the plane, I took off and I started weaving and blowing the horn and cutting off the traffic, so slowing it down, and I was able to stop the trucks.
And Miguel, this is before the plane landed. You're taking action.
Yes, that's correct. Well, when the plane was in flight in front of us, he needed somewhere to land. And when I took off, the rest of my co-workers helped me. Mr. Roger Surratt, to my left, was able to avoid any other traffic from hitting me.
He started blowing his horn. I noticed the plane coming down. I started blowing my horn. There was maybe 2 cars behind in the side of us. I saw an 18-wheeler coming up when he made his turn. So I tried to persuade the 18-wheeler to slow down, so that way he wouldn't get hit and the plane wouldn't get hit. And then Roy Kane was on the side of me, and he did what he did.
Well, what'd you do, Roy?
That's when I cut the center lane and the left lane off. I couldn't no more traffic come through till we get everything settled down for see what the plane was going to do, break up or not.
Well, you guys were good and you guys were fast, and you probably saved a lot of lives. Alberto, I want to ask you, or Roger, anybody who wants to jump in. The pilot, his name is Schwartz. He gets out of the plane. You see him. What was he like? What was his reaction? There he is. Here's a picture of the guy. What was he going through?
Well, he got out the plane and he wanted the passengers to get out. He looked a little shocked, but he wanted the passengers to get out of the plane. They all looked kind of a little nervous. And I asked him if there was, anybody was hurt. He said no. I asked him, "You okay?" They said they were okay. They were getting their baggages and everything, and we helped them. I told them to get comfortable, go into the truck and get warm. But they were a little shooken up, and the lady had like a little bruise on her forehead. And she kept looking at the mirror inside our truck, and she had a little bump on her head.
Me and Roy, we kept traffic
all
moving.
I can say, the pilot was he was a good He was good pilot, excellent pilot.
He's actually the hero of the whole thing because his approach was on the southbound side of traffic. He was actually going into traffic, and I guess when he saw that we was there and stopping the traffic, he came over to the right-hand side where he had a clear path to actually land.
Did he land with traffic?
With traffic, but his flight was on the other side of the highway. He was actually going into traffic when we had spotted him.
You guys, wow, that's
in the two lanes that he had, the two lanes that he came down in the center lane, the right lane, we had them lanes already blocked bases. So then all we had to do was just stop the left lane. And once they went to the plane, we kind of kept the traffic moving for the emergency vehicle to come in then.
This
Randall,
is amazing. I mean, how much time are you talking about? What was the time?
Seconds. That's all it was.
It just happened so quick. It happened so quick.
You know, but DOT drills this into you. They give us classes every year on safety.
On this kind of stuff? If a plane lands? They're covering all kinds of contingencies.
Different accidents on the highway, we have to cover. We make it safe to authority to get there.
Well, we love it. We're
the
fans.
Supervisors drill it in. I mean, it keeps going on. Like
we know your bosses are standing right over there. All right.
It's just what it is. It's constant, though.
Well, we appreciate that. Hey, Randall, do me a favor. Tell us where you're from and how long you've been working with the DOT.
I'm from Bronx, New York, and I work for DOT for going on 21 years.
Is it a good job? You like it?
Very good job.
I'm just wondering, after all is said and done, and everything went off perfectly, anybody having nightmares about what took place and scenarios in your head, like, oh my goodness, if I didn't do that?
Yeah, well, some of us, you know, things like this don't happen to us every day. So, so far, I haven't heard any stories from my men.
I'm happy
I
with a small plane.
You what?
I'm happy it's a small plane.
You're happy it's a small plane.
Because
okay, but no post-traumatic stress. No one's filing for disability here.
No,
we're all
it's
okay.
good. No, you know, sometimes, like, you know, you go through scenarios. You're like, you're happy everything went well, but if you didn't move, right? If you were like, didn't get a good night's sleep the night before, you may not have moved as quickly as you did.
And didn't no one get hurt. That's the main thing. Didn't no one really get serious hurt.
When you're not preventing air catastrophes on the highway, generally speaking, are you filling potholes, or what are your primary responsibilities?
Well, we do most of the work on the highways, the guardrails, the sand barrels. People do get into accidents in front of us. We
Fences,
also provide
potholes. We do whatever assists of the highways.
Repairmen. We're repairmen.
What's that, Randall?
We're highway repairmen.
Highway repairmen. By the way, who is Major Deegan? That's not everybody. No, I don't know. I've been talking about that freeway and hearing about it for years. I have no idea who that guy is.
Oh, God, I believe he was a general for the United States.
A general. He got demoted before he retired. He's a major.
All I want to know is, you guys, first of all, congratulations. Thank you for what you did. But why is it you have to do so many pothole repairs in the summer? At every hour of the day, then there's traffic. I mean, I don't want to rant right now, but I mean, I guess there's never a good...
We trying the best we can.
Yeah, here it goes.
Trying the best we can.
Well, and by the way,
thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, you're gonna let's just enjoy
you know what?
this.
After this, I will not be like saying anything bad about all the traffic caused by the pothole repair on the highway ever again.
We appreciate it.
We appreciate it.
And now we're getting ready to go see the mayor.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Yes. Go see the mayor now.
Yeah.
Oh, well, tell him we said hi, and that he should drop by Good Day New York again. He has not been by in a long time. Listen, we want to thank you, and by the way, compliment you on the orange coats. These things totally work, seriously. We've got Roger, Diego, Miguel, Randall, Alberto, and Roy. Thank you very much, guys.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right, when we come back, we're going to talk about Governor Cuomo.